We have a new edition of Secret Teacher today.
Oh, I like Secret Teacher.
Let's just remind everyone briefly about what happened last week on Secret Teacher. Now, there was a situation which we're all familiar with, and it was to do with some graffiti in a textbook, which we don't condone.
It happened to me at primary school with Miss Hamer. She was very, very annoyed about it.
And if you've never heard Secret Teacher before, then this is a series of, I suppose, they're episodes in the life of this newly qualified teacher. Started school in September.
Scary job.
Really scary job. Because we all know what it's like as a kid to start school, but we wanted to get into the mind of a teacher and find out what they think about when they're telling us off. Maybe if they find something funny they're not allowed to laugh at, that sort of thing. So last week it was all about graffiti in textbooks.
It would seem that the closer the holidays got, the wilder the children's behaviour became. I cannot give you full details of all the occurrences, in case I jeopardise my identity as Secret Teacher. However, I will tell you about one particular pupil who took it upon himself to draw the male anatomy all over his textbook.
It's a problem.
It is a problem.
I mentioned it last week. It's ruining a page of the Tricolore when there's a wonderful family on the beach in Nice, for example, in France.
Absolutely.
And then some urchin will draw a man's part on the father of that family.
It's disrespectful to the teachers, disrespectful to Jean-Claude and Claudette.
Exactly.
Naturally, I gave him detention, during which I had him copy out and fully label a scientific diagram of the male reproductive organ in large scale on the classroom whiteboard. I then invited him to present his work to the head of year, making sure he explained in full the function of each part.
Yeah.
Hopefully he learned his lesson.
What a punishment.
Zero tolerance teacher.
Isn't it?
Oh, glad she wasn't my teacher.
So that was episode 6 of Secret Teacher. And coming next, guess what?
What?
Episode 7.
Who saw that coming?
After Bieber.
Young Money.
Justin Bieber and Beauty and a Beat on Radio 1. Mickey Emmett has just sent me a message on Twitter and says, Greg, I drew a man's part in a textbook at college today. I'm 22 and it's still amusing.
It's catching. Pippa's just drawn one on the back of the news, look.
Pippa? Let's have a look at it.
It's not bad, actually.
You embellished it, Chris.
Right. Quite detailed.
Yeah.
Very way too detailed. Horrible. Right. Okay. So, Pippa is the meekest, most lovely person ever as well. If I was being a teacher, Pippa, I was not expecting that from you. I wouldn't expect you to do that. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Just a visual for Chris to...
Yeah, we know what
Thanks for that, yeah.
Thanks for that. Cheers. So, episode 7 of Secret Teacher. Let's find out what's going on this week. So it's the autumn term. No, it is the autumn term now. Half term is now finished.
Just finished, yep.
We had the school trip as well. We've had that. We've had the man's part episode last week. Let's find out what's going on this week.
I'm getting a little worried about writing Secret Teacher this week, as I think some of the kids have worked out it might be me. I've had a lot of questions like, do you like Greg James, miss? And do you listen to him on a Wednesday, miss?
Uh-oh.
That's not good, is it?
No.
She's been made
Uh-oh.
in secret agent terms.
Abort.
Yeah.
This is proceed with caution.
I have told them that I listen to Radio 2, like all teachers, but I'm not sure how convinced they were. I wonder if Miss Perfect has twigged. She'd probably dob me in if she knew. Tell the head teacher that it's obviously not my calling.
You've got to throw him off the scent, haven't you?
Yeah, I think we need a distraction, don't we? Yeah.
Maybe, well, do all teachers listen to Radio 2 then?
Yes, they do, yeah, it's a rule.
Ken Bruce. Oh, they're at school by then. Chris Evans, I suppose.
Chris Evans, yeah.
Fine broadcaster. Fine.
Steve Wright, on for the afternoon.
Okay, let's find out what happened next.
Anyway, the highlight of today was an ICT lesson, where I had asked my Year 10s to research global warming and then make a poster. These kinds of lessons are usually set by teachers when we have too much work to do and need to mark books.
You see, this is exactly why we do Secret Teacher, because I knew that stuff like... I knew stuff like this happened. You just know that when they go, okay guys, just doing posters today, they're sat at the front just eating and just marking. Do you have teachers like that?
Yeah, definitely.
We had a teacher for Spanish, just ate. all lesson, yeah.
What, just like paella, chorizo?
No, she used to eat melons.
Oh, well, that's not very Spanish, is it?
She used to eat melon
Rubbish.
in front of the lesson every single
Should have been
day.
a Seville orange.
She did.
Or naranja.
So that's what they do. They set a poster to or some colouring if it's geography, and then they do nothing.
I let the kids log on to begin working on their projects when a computer started bleeping in error, and a young boy looked rather panicked. As I started walking over, he urged me not to and told me, in no uncertain terms, that he didn't need assistance.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
He's been busted, hasn't he?
I found this highly suspicious, and so, naturally, went to look at his screen. Turns out he'd accidentally found the sex education software, had crashed the computer and promptly frozen the screen.
Oh dear.
I was going to say we've all been there, but I don't think I have.
That's valuable education, though. If you look at that stuff on your computer, it'll probably crash it. Might as well learn that lesson early.
At my school, it was amazing if we had Encarta. It'd be like one video of a lion. It's just a lion mating or something. Go, oh my God, Chris, look at this, oh my God, gross, lion's doing it. Right, so this kid's been busted.
Now, I could have decided to let this mishap lie, encourage a swift reboot of the PC, and let everyone carry on with the task in hand. But due to the inquisitive nature of this pupil, I decided to treat the entire class to an impromptu sex education pop quiz instead.
Oh, cringe, teacher.
What is wrong with this woman?
She's mental. No. You see, in the real world, who doesn't love a pub quiz?
Oh yeah, love a pub quiz.
But at school, if you got a pop quiz, oh, cringe.
That's another teacher has not really prepared a lesson thing, isn't it?
It would have to have an educational angle to it. In this case, sex educational angle. Oh, yuck.
Needless to say, said boy was not overly popular for the remainder of what could have been an easygoing lesson.
No, the worst.
Rule 10. The birds and the bees is a natural part of life and must always be celebrated with a pop quiz. The pupils will be thankful later on in life. I hope.
I don't know about that.
P.S. Harry is in seclusion for riding his bike in the corridor.
Oh, this is Harry, who was being naughty for the last few weeks.
Harry has
seclusion.
issues.
What's seclusion?
I don't know, what, like solitary confinement?
What's that? What's it in Waterloo Road? The cooler.
Yeah. No, that's in The Great Escape, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
I don't know. Maybe in both.
Probably both. Awful. Can you imagine being at school with a sex education pop quiz?
No.
Did you remember sex education classes at school?
Not really. I think we did have it, but I never
do.
repressed it.
I remember.
It was pretty embarrassing.
I remember.
I remember one of the kids having to leave because he felt ill. It was all too much for him.
I remember you know what, if you're a teacher, I just don't know if the sort of own experience angle is the right angle. We had that at my school. Our sixth form guy, I don't want to say who it was exactly.
No, you were thinking you better had.
He sort of told stories about
himself?
Yeah.
That's not sex education, it's just boasting.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't like that. It was just.
Did he buy you all a pint first?
Wee. Gather round,
Never guess
lads.
what I got up to on Saturday night. Wee.
A little bit.
Hashtag naughty teacher.
He was a bit like that.
Was he?
He was a bit laddie.
Oh, double lads.
We got double science, no double lads.
Double lads.
Oh, yuck. But yeah, that was. I remember having to put on. It was horrible. Let's not talk about it. Anyway, that is the end of week 7 of Secret Teacher. If she's still in employment this time next week, there will be an episode 8. I love that music.
Yeah, it's
Let's
lovely.
leave it end.
I feel like I'm having a massage.
Yeah, but Mistress Laura's panicking in the corner. She said, "What do you mean, put it on?" I mean, no, we had to demonstrate things on.
What? That's even worse.
No, it was. No, I can't. I don't want to say it.
What?
A contraceptive.
You put condoms on a plastic thing.
Right, do you?
Well, you did at school.
Okay.
That
You
was-
needed to finish the sentence, not just put it on.
This is getting
in front
so
of a
awkward.
class.
Shut up, everyone. Otto knows, Million Voices on Radio 1. And people wonder why sex is such a big deal in this country. When people like me can't even talk about it on the
Start
radio.
off wrong. That's what it is.
It's just very, very British, isn't it?
Yes, very British.
Yes,
Very
very
British.
and all that,
Yes.
so to speak.
Yeah, well, yeah, be careful.
Ashley, on the way home from from work in Devon, says I had to put a condom on a carrot when I was at school.
Oh,
Yeah. Similar thing at mine. That was difficult. I think it was a cucumber.
yeah. Well, they have the seeds on the inside, don't they?
Ruth, the primary school teacher in Birmingham, says, look, we're not all boring. I'm 23 and I listen to Radio 1 all the time. I listen to your show on the way home from school all the time. We don't all listen to Radio 2.
I know, it's only a joke.
Exactly. Cheer up, everyone. God.